this challenge. She said, I can start to do record documentation. Where are we going? Okay, we're going to travel to Myanmar to hear from Sister Lin Jinlan. Okay, pass over to the next translator.
Next, we would like to call out to Myanmar. Myanmar, we have the person in charge, Jinlan. So basically, we can see in this video that they're doing a lot of spring cleaning in this area. What exactly are they doing? Well, they are actually preparing for the opening ceremony of this liaison office. They're seriously very happy and excited to meet all the visitors that are coming in. And there's Sister Ling Jinlan. We don't understand what Sister Ling Jinlan is saying because she's speaking in Myanmar. Well, now we have the 7-month ceremony, and now we saw the video earlier. So we saw the liaison office in Chinatown. So we can see when they're set to send the relief supply to Myanmar, they really put their heart and mind to it. And Sister Lin came to Hualien to share the needs. So when Tzu Chi sent out the relief to them, they rose. Well, the entrepreneur group has really put in a lot of effort to help supply the needed items. So Master say that indeed those who are suffering, those who are blessed should go in to help because of this calamity. So we have to seize the moment because to help the people. So basically, when your Dharma is your heart, you're able to walk out the path of Bodhisattva. So we can see the floods that are going on, and basically we can see how it is urgently needed in many areas. So we can see that they were able to recruit a very influential entrepreneur. Really grateful for the great love of Tzu Chi is able to be around us all the time. Basically, we say that if we just keep ourselves 80% full, that's good enough because we want to keep the 20% to help others. Well, today, Lin Jinlan will be able to talk about how they're able to enter the sutra adaptation and do the performance.
当我跟他说的时候，他真的重新再整理，然后给我们今天的分享的内容。所以我们一定要跟通关密语直接到了我们的缅甸一起来。我喜欢
I would like to be with you because you have got positive energy.
正能量。好，金兰师姐你好。
I'm very grateful to you, Sister Jinlan, for sharing today.
来，金兰师姐好。
Sister Miyun, how are you today?
好，您可以开始讲了，没问题。
Dear Master, Sister Aboard Masters as well, and everybody. Well, it was May 2008 tropical cyclone that caused severe local conditions. This storm caused the loss of 130,000 lives. The loss of life also turned all the good land into a water city. The peasants who suffered setbacks and loss are hopeful and grateful that Master is kind enough to provide all forms of short, medium, and long-term assistance. The plan included the provision of rice seedings to assist the affected farmers. When the people return to farming, we really call it the blessed seeds because this is the gathering of the hearts of all Tzu Chi volunteers around the world. This is like receiving a fountain of reward. Basically, the concept of saving a handful of rice every day before cooking originated from Master, who in 1966 founded the Buddhist Relief Tzu Chi Merit Society. So 30 housewives were encouraged to save 5 cents from their grocery money every day. This was the bamboo coin era. So we save a handful of rice every day. We eat to 80% full and keep 20% to help others. And because of the spirit of Tzu Chi, they were able to, every day when they cook the rice, they will scoop out enough rice for the family. So although there is still enough rice for the people in the family to eat, partake of it. So if we eat less, we can then share rice with others and help the rest. As long as there's love in our heart, despite being materially poor, we will still be able to be spiritually rich. And we really must put our heart into the shoes of others and be able to understand the difficulty experienced by others. There's so many disasters in the world, and there are many people who are on the brink of starvation. So we must give rise to a heart of compassion. So basically, we really must have this heart of compassion. So despite the provision of material help being limited, but Tzu Chi volunteers were with them for a long time. And we can see having obtained the benefits of the peasants, they tried the best to overcome the obstacles. And they tried the best to repay Master's kindness. So they keep a handful of rice every day and want to share it with others. So by doing so, they're able to accumulate and share a lot with others. The affinity with Myanmar was initiated by the May 2005 typhoon. So a few days later, the Sichuan earthquake struck, and the groups that were responding to the disaster were evacuated one by one. And the Tzu Chi volunteers in Malaysia were on the forefront, connected with Master, who told them, do not forget Myanmar. You must not just leave them like that. So we have always kept this sentence in their heart and vowed to repay them with gratitude. So extending the bamboo coin concept and practicing the keeping of a handful of rice is something that we have never stopped. And it's only if Dharma is perpetuated in Myanmar can it considered as having repaid Master's great kindness. So when we talk about going into Buddha Sutra adaptation of Buddha Dharma, the big problem is they really don't understand Mandarin. So a lot of the volunteers here were actually very unsettled. They are worried that they cannot effectively act out the Dharma meaning through their sutra adaptation performance. So we actually wanted to started planning, and the first thing was a breakthrough in language and emphasize that everyone should purify their minds and unite their bodies and minds as one. Due to the situation, we could only mobilize the communities that are near to Yangon. And after assessing the situation in various places, we started the recruitment drive for Bodhisattva. So we also wanted to listen to what Master would like to explain to us, how we can coordinate well and be able to do better through Master's explanation of the Dharma meaning. Oh, we know that in the Jingsi about there's this track there behind, and sometimes the train passes by, and this will obstruct and delay Master's speech, and Master will say, "Oh, the same with spiritual cultivation. Sometimes we need to pause and then take effort to carry on." So we started to recruit members, volunteers from around the villages here, and at the same time as the recruitment of the Bodhisattva, the Yangon cadres and Tzu Jing began to study the verses as well. So surprisingly, uh, we were able to recruit many. We did not expect that a total of 200 villagers from 5 villages accepted our invitation to participate in the Sutra adaptation performance. And on the day of the gathering, one after another of the tricycles came to our mission site, and the tricycles churned up the dust on the dirt road, and we saw the villagers coming from amidst the dust, and there were more and more people, and we were all very excited and happy because in such difficult situation, so many people were willing to come and get close to Tzu Chi's Buddha Dharma, and we were very, very moved indeed. And in the heat there, it was close to 38 degrees, and it was indeed a challenge. So we were very, very grateful. So basically, those who came in were actually all walks of life. There were peasants, there were elderly, and there were housewives, children. They all want to join in. And some of the parents had a problem walking, or they were unable to join. But the household children one say, "Oh, I would like to take part if my parents cannot take part." It's like the legendary story of Pa Mulan taking over the father's place to join in the battle. So actually, a lot of them saw that those who brought little children can join. And so those who bring little children can join. Why can't we as pregnant people? So even the pregnant mothers also join in. So basically, there's so many of them, right? So there's not enough space for everybody's. So there was we had to add a roof here and there and build a simple covered space in the adjacent vacant land in order to accommodate all the Bodhisattva to learn and practice. So basically, we first print out the sign language and we translate into Myanmar and first let people understand about the Dharma verses. So we basically divide them into little groups and explain to them personally how to do it. So the scripture can be read through translation, but truly to understand the meaning of the text, we need to ask Master to explain for everyone. So we rely on our phones to play Master's speech using loudspeaker to ensure that everyone can listen to Master's voice and explanation. So sometimes the sun is too bright. We have to gather the people under the shade in order for them to view it. So we all understand that joining the sutra adaptation performance, it must be done at par with the global community. So we know that we must first calm our hearts, adopt a very respectful mindset. So by listening through the we want to share about a group of women who join in. These are the villagers, but with the villagers, there come some habits. So sometimes we understand that people are difficult to change the habit. So we have a situation that every afternoon a group of people will gather together to play cards. Both the village chief and the temple director have already persuaded them, but to no avail. And the volunteers in the village have come to us, ask us if we can invite someone to persuade them, since the 10 precepts of Tzu Chi already make the whole village stop chewing the bitter nut. So we can stop chewing the bitter nut. Why can't they stop this bad habit of gambling? So in this way, we really invited Master to persuade them. So how did Master persuade them? Oh, Master explained. Explain about the 2008 storm, and after the contributions to Myanmar, for example, this lady Don Tin Tin, remember the situation at the time. So, in fact, Don Tin Tin has become a member of the Handful of Rice membership for many years, and have always been benefiting others, and totally her wisdom has grown. And guess what? As a result of that, she actually stopped gambling. In fact, she donated a big sum. For them, it's a very big sum to help others, and she vowed never to gamble again. So basically, we really want to be grateful to Master, and we are grateful to all.
我们真的响起热烈的掌声，真的非常感动。
Oh,
其实这是我在
I'm
连线的
so
时候，我听
touched.
到他们入金藏的时候，他们是这样子做。大家在看的时候有没有觉得很感动？请导播 take 我的画面，同时也 take 简报的。
Oh, you can see even the children are here, even those are pregnant are here.
台湾有时候还不
This
知道要怎么
scene,
珍惜哈，所以你看
don't think we can see in Taiwan, you know.
而且语言不通，手机又少。
So despite having no technological advances, as long as there's a heart, we are able to do it.
缅甸上线的时候，我们就看到他两脸都抹得白白的这个部分。等一下，
after we ask Jinlan to explain to us why we have them paint these white streaks on their faces. So for this type of coordination is like dancing cha-cha. When you come forward, I'll retreat backwards. When I retreat backwards, you come forward. So basically, the entrepreneur join in, really showing great love to all the people. So the feedback is that well, basically, I must not delay anymore. I must also take my part in sutra adaptation performance. The next time is called for. So basically, another feedback is that yes, indeed, the weather was very hot. So basically, we understand the difficulty faced by the Myanmar people. We're really grateful for Jinlan. Tell me why this white streak that they do on their face, Also, it's a traditional way of doing it. So Myanmar call it Tanaka. Is served to a purpose of beautifying and also as a sun shoe.
那果真抹下去就变很白了啊，根本我们就可以感受得到。那为什么不
Now, why is it that we don't paint the whole face? Oh, the reason why they don't paint is this is their traditional way of doing it. So if so basically, when we enter the area, yes, even the Chinese would do it in order to blend in with them. So we're so grateful, Kanan Jinlan, for able to share with us. Thank you so much.
那回到简报，大爱共善，就把苦难大家。